internalized. All of them. Because that's what happens to people. When you wake up as a baby, you start to absorb memories, life experience, this workshop. By the end of it, it is a memory. That memory goes in the grid. The grid affects your chakra system. The chakra system affects your physical body. But it affects your physical body in your thought first, behavior second, physical body third, in that order. And then they all amplify. Worse thoughts, worse behaviors, worse physical problem. Now, so you can't get away from internalizing anger, but you can soften it. We like meditation. Consistent meditation is how you balance out anger. But also, let's just talk about love for a minute. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. That's all we have where we are. It's the only emotion that we have, love. It's love. Full, 100%. We have love for what we're doing. We have love for what we're thinking. We have love for what we're creating. We have love for what's coming next. We have love for what we did. We have love for people on our left and on our right and in the front and the back and above us and below us. We have love, nothing but love. We do have memories. We do have life. And all memories and all life come with love because we don't have anything different. We love fully. We are creative, curious, intelligence walking. We just walk on thin air. We don't have bodies unless we want them. And then we can create them. And we don't have to be in the physical world to create them. We can be where we are. Carol was out on a walk today. And we said to her, one of us said to her, talking about physical life, and then Carol said, have you ever been a fish? Have you ever been a different kind of conscious? And she knew what she was asking. So she knew that she was asking human conscious guide teacher, meaning in his broad spectrum, is there any part of his conscious being that has been something aquatic? And that being says, oh yeah, I've been everything. So have you. And she said, and he's, the higher being has been a fish and everything else. We all do because it's fun. Now your stream of consciousness is always human. You, Carol, your stream of consciousness is always human because that's what you are. But in your higher being, you have a different stream of consciousness that does fish. And that's all they do is fish. Things with gills. And you've got another stream of conscious and that one is only things with wings. But yeah, I've been a fish. I could be a fish. If I wanted to be a fish, I could jump in the ocean and be a fish. And she said, do you want to do that right now? And that teacher said, no, actually, I don't. And Carol said, well, why don't you? And then it was a playful conversation about, well, do you not have the desire to do that? If you thought about it long enough, would you want to do it? And then that teacher said, well, yeah, that's exactly it. I don't have currently internalized desire to be a fish, but I could think about it for about a day and a half of your lifetime, and I could create the internalized desire to be a fish, and then I could go be one. I could send part of my consciousness, and I could go be a fish for an afternoon and just swim in the ocean. And she said, would you be afraid? Now that's human thought. That's human thought. But she was asking a real question. If you jumped into the human physical world, a minor incarnation, which means you didn't start as an infant or guppy, minor incarnation, you just jump into the world and then leave again. We do have the ability to do that. We don't do it very often, but we do have the ability to do it. So she said, but if you did, you'd be in the ocean, and this ocean has sharks. Now she's afraid of the movie Jaws. Some of you are too. But that's where her mind went because she was not feeling joyful. That's where her mind went because she wasn't feeling joyful, even though she was talking to us about this pillar one thing that she loves so much. So even in the moment that she was having a conversation about a topic that she loves, she was not loving the conversation because her mind said, would you be scared? Then maybe you'd get eaten. That's because she's a person. You're all people. So she has internalized fear of the ocean. You're asking about internalized anger. She has hers, you have yours. How do you get rid of it? Well, you can't. Your guide can. And we're very specific about this. Not all non-physical teachings through which I'm a person are this specific, but because of what we do and what we teach, we are this specific. People are not the healers. You cannot heal the grid. You cannot heal the chakra system. What you need to do is rest. Let your mind go restful. Quiet meditation. And then your guide gets in there and softens anger to be frustration, and then softens it to be annoyed, and then softens it to be disappointment, and then softens it to be sad, and then softens it to neutral, and then softens it to satisfied. So how do you get rid of internalized anger? You need to give your guide time to soften it. But in the meantime, you can go have fun. So when we talk about love, and this is how you have more fun in the things that you are doing. But this is also how you evaluate what your thoughts are. So where we are, we're love, and we have love, and we do love, and we make love, and we're just love. We're love. We create love. We're love, 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 love. Where you are, you've got words. So let's just talk about words for a moment. Words about emotions. You say you have anger. We say you have less love than you're wanting. So you have love. It might be a 60-40 split, but you have it. Which percentage are you focused on? We would say the 60. So the love is there. You're just not looking at it. The love is there. You're not finding it. Every thought that you have ever thought is in the grid. And every thought on the same subject is in the grid. And every thought on a single subject is not anger. You can have the subject and find the thought that had love associated to it, or at least happy. So when we say you're not focused on the right thing, we're talking about subconscious mind and the part that brings memories to you. It is not looking at the right thing. Your guide can adjust that in an attunement. But you have to understand too, when you are feeling anger, you have another emotion that you could focus on. Let's take driving. And let's just say for a minute that when you're driving in traffic, you feel anger. You don't like traffic. You don't want to be in traffic. It frustrates you to no end. You're on edge and you don't like it. It puts you in a bad mood. It's anger time. I don't like it. That means anger, internalized anger, has risen to the surface because of a situation that you are experiencing and has flowed over into your life, and now you feel it. If you're feeling it, then it has overflowed in the grid. You have quantity that has risen all the way to the uppermost amount and is now flowed into physical life experience. So now you have what you call anger. But don't you just have less love for the moment? You have less love. So do you have anger or do you have less love? So let's say you normally have 70% love and you suddenly drop down to 40. You just have less love. You just have less love. If you say, I just have less love, then it's easier for your mind to find something happier to think about, something happier to do, something happier to listen to, or decide. How do you deal with internalized anger? Ignore it in favor of something else. But also stop saying that you have internalized anger and say, I sometimes am experiencing less love than I'm wanting. And we say, all right, well, at least you're on the right track because now you're using the word love. I have less of it and I want more of it. Okay, so what you're wanting is more love in the moment. How do you increase love? So do you see how when we asked Carol, I had the conversation about becoming a fish, and her mind immediately said, well, would you be scared? You did the same thing. She went on a negative track. So did you, because you said, how do I get rid of internalized anger instead of how do I increase love in my life? So that's an indication that you are negative minded. You are negative minded. And because you're negative minded, it flows into your day and it colors your day. Every conversation, every activity, everything you think you want to do, every decision you make, it has residue of negativity. So you need more joy, you need more laughter, you need more fun, you need less stress. You need more laughter, more fun, more just put your fan in your hand and a glass of lemonade in the other hand and just sit back and enjoy the afternoon. You could use a little bit more respite, and respite means look at your to-do list and realize that it's too full, and that'll help you out.